just like I can ride how I want to again. Right, so hello everyone, and yeah, I've just finished my CBT, as promised to the guys I was talking to last night on my video, that I will make a video just as I've literally finished doing my CBT again. That's why I haven't been on the video front for about a week, because I was going to do videos, and then obviously my CBT ran out. Yeah, I can finally speed again, like God, spending the entire yeah, I do want that one. I didn't think I wanted this one. Oh my God, riding at speed, I could do it again. I just spent 4 hours sitting at like 30, like, this is so boring. Turn left at the end of the road. I'm bored. Nah, but it's really cool. I'm gonna filter. Oh, I haven't done this in hours. Yes, look at that. See, why I love having a bike. What the guy actually did, he treated it more, because he was saying about me obviously wanting to do my actual test. Guy didn't want to let me in, not bad. I'm basically gonna run through today what I did, so you guys who are coming up to doing your CBTs will know exactly what to expect. The only difference me and the other guy had today is that because we were renewing it, we just went a little bit faster. So oh, this massive headwind is just slowing me down like mad. Right, let's have a look at this prick. Right, what? Hello, you cunt. What is your problem? What the fuck is your problem, man? Fuck you. Fucking knobhead. So, we went in and we jumped through and did a little bit of theory, which is just basic highway code stuff. So, say you're at a junction, what do you do if you're turning right? Well, obviously, mirror, so observation, signal, lifesaver, move to the right or left of the lane, whichever way you want to go, and then obviously last minute lifesaver again on the corner. So really simple stuff. And there's a question that I guarantee they'll always ask, because they ask me every single time. If there is a centre, you know, a line in the centre, and it is solid, can you overtake? And believe it or not, the answer is yes, and I've got it right every single time, and I'm always so smug about it. Because they expect you, I mean, you think, if there's a line, a solid line, you think you can't overtake. But if there's room to overtake, and say you're sitting in traffic and there's a solid line, as long as I don't go over that line, there's nothing stopping me from overtaking that car, is there? So that's always one that's the one and only one I find they'll try and catch you out on. But it's not actually to catch you out. Like, nothing they will do throughout your entire CBT is to try and catch you out, because of course they want you to pass, don't they? Hurry up! What's funny though is we were about to go on the road that we went on, which I was quite surprised, because we went all the way through town. We came out of that exit and we came straight across and we went down this road. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going the way I'm gonna go. It's mad. We came down here. Why are you going? Okay. Yeah, and we came down this bit of road. Oh, that KFC smells so good. So yeah, once you've got your theory stuff out of the way, it's then on to the practical. And it's so, did you just flash me? Did you honestly just flash me for that? Really? He overtook me. Full beam. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? So we went out, and as we're renewals, obviously we rode our bikes over, but we went out to this little car park area and you do a couple of bits of manoeuvres. What do we do? Emergency stops, U-turns. But you start off with slow riding, controlled riding, so don't nod then, fine. So that's basically going in an oval really slow. And then they'll do a controlled stop, which you know, isn't like an emergency stop. I mean a controlled stop, as in just ride towards them and stop in front of them. And basically it's simple. Use your front brake mainly at first with your back brake, and then with your back brake still on, ease off on the front brake. Like, you always want to finish off and come to a stop with just your back brake, you know, okay, when doing your CBT. And if you're like, that's stupid, trust me, they'll tell you that. And if you think, oh, that's bullshit, you're lying, mate, I've just had 4 hours of it. I think I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, so we did a load of controlled riding and slow stuff, and flew through that once again. Like, normally you will have longer on each one, but because we were only renewing it and he knew that we both knew what we're doing, obviously he just flew through it really quick. The other guy he'd ridden a CBF before, but he just bought a Honda CBR, so we had to sort of do things a little bit longer because obviously he was having to get used to the bike. But oh, there's a bump there. But I mean, I flew through it all, and then went out on the road, and it's literally just riding about. They give you an earpiece on a radio, and they literally, if you don't hear anything, then assume you're going straight on. Otherwise they will say turn left at the end of the road, or turn right at the end of the road, or left or right at the junction, whatever, or roundabout, etc, etc. They just see how your riding is, and it's about an hour and a half of riding at the speed limit, checking your mirror, shoulder check and shoulder check. That's it. It's 4 hours of that. It's not a test at all. Now this is the massive thing people have got to get in their heads. I'm not saying this as in I'm annoyed because people are doing it over and over again, like they don't know what they're on about, but I'm just going to say this now on video. It's video evidence. Your CBT is not your test. I am going to be next doing my like A2 and A1 licenses and blah blah blah. They are tests. You know, they're proper tests. I've got to do my theory and then do lessons and then do practical tests and stuff like that for them. But for this, no, it is not a test. If you do something wrong, then you do something wrong. They will tell you what you did wrong, correct it, probably do it 1 or 2 more times so you get it right. For example, when we were doing the controlled stop, you know, the emergency stop, I locked up my back wheel on the first attempt. It was, yes, I will, me being me, blame the conditions, because it was wasn't even a car park, it was an unused area, so we had to stay in the middle because there was like a load of glass and that around the outside. Bike obviously caught a little something on the ground, and you know, I locked my back wheel straight away. You know, it was just an instant lock. I didn't have much pressure on it whatsoever, it just locked straight up. He said to me, obviously, well done, because I instantly corrected it, because obviously, you know, 2.5 years and that on this bike, I know what I'm doing with it. I just laid off the back brake a lot so it had gained traction, and then reapplied the back brake. Simple, you know. But he said, you know what you did wrong, sort of thing, you know, because obviously I'm me, but if I'm like a new rider, he'd explain what I did wrong, and you just do it again until you got it right. That's all you do, you know. It's not a test. There's nothing to be frightened about with a CBT. It's a good day out, because you do a little bit in a classroom on a whiteboard, and they just see how your general road knowledge is. You don't have to look up, you know, the highway codes. They said, you know, if you actually want to read the highway codes, you can, by all means. But for a CBT to pass it, you don't actually need to learn the highway code. You know, it's common sense. You know, that's all it is. Simple as. And then you go out and you just see how you ride your bike. I'm at 70. I'm at 70. God, that had like no enthusiasm whatsoever. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm glad to be back after having a week off. You know, it feels good to be riding her again. Feels good to be riding something. Christ, the face I just pulled under my helmet. If you could press that thumbs up button, it would be mucho appreciated. But then also, write in the comments if you're just about to do your CBT, or if you've just done your CBT. You know, any questions whatsoever, write down in the comments. I'm sure I'll answer you back if there's anything I haven't covered. But I've literally just talked about what I've done today, and I guarantee you all CBTs will be the, well, not the exact same thing, because nowhere is the exact same, but guarantee you it will be something very similar to what I've just done. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Mate. Oh, the smell of that bike. I want one! Oh, I want a bigger bike so bad. But nope, I have to sit on something like this. When I said this, I implied, like, him. His bike, not this as in something like this. I wouldn't refer to my my two-wheeled child as this or it. I love it. I love anything that decides to sit between my legs. No, okay. God.